Definitely excited about getting the win. It was, great to be at home. It was a very good environment. A little worried about the weather early, and it kind of rained all day, so you never know if how that's going to affect the crowd. But our folks came on out. UNA brought a good crowd. It was just a great college environment. 30 guys, survived a week. You come off a win like you came off with Florida State, and a lot of times you see a letdown after that week. But our guys, I think, prepared well during the week. Anytime you open up with, two FBS schools and UAB and Florida State, you're going to be beat up. And, we're still seeing the lingering effects of that, on our football team. And, I still felt like we were, not all the way recovered, even during the game a little bit against UNA. But I thought UNA coming here to win the game. Their guys played well, fought hard. It's always that type of game with them, and you know what to expect from that game. And we talked about that all week, and it was going to be a four-quarter game. And, we went through a lot, last week. You start quarterback, gets hurt on Wednesday's practice, halfway through Wednesday's practice. So, I felt like, the team kind of rallied around the freshman, and, he was able to, play pretty well and get move the offense, get scores, and, win the game. You got to finish a little bit better. We were up, 2 scores there, with 5 minutes left to go, 4 minutes left to go in the game, and had the ball, and didn't pick up first down. We pick up first down there, game's over. We give the ball back to them with 2 minutes left, and they hit a long pass, get it back to a 1-score game. And the next time we got it back offensively, we was able to finish the game with the ball in your hand. But that's something you want to be able to finish the game with the ball in your hand, take control of it, and do a better job with that. But overall, still a lot of, playing with great effort, next guy up mentality, playing a lot of young guys had to step in and play with guys that are banged up, and we've got to continue to improve. Each and every week. It felt like we got better last week. These things that definitely we've got to, we've got to continue to get better at. But overall, pleased where we are, and just continue. Got to move forward, and it don't get any easier. You come in here and play a UT Martin, team. Coach Simpson does a great job. I think this is probably his most talented team he's had since I've been playing them. They really got an older football team. They've added 8 or 9 transfers in there. They got a quarterback that's spinning around really good. Is a really good player. Their receiving core is probably as good as good as we've played. I think you'll probably agree with that. You watch them on tape, and probably as good, down the line as people you're going to see. So they're explosive offensively, and defensively they're an older bunch that gets after you and stops and run really well. So we got a work cut out for us. Glad this game's at home and get to play at home 2 weeks in a row. It's a day-by-day, process. I wish I could answer that. Hopefully, all of them will be on the field on Saturday. At this point, you don't know. We got some of them that will be game time decisions of, how they progress during the week, how the rehab goes. I know Mike and his bunch in the training room, they're earning their keep for sure. So, a lot of ankle stuff and things that you just don't know how that's going to progress during the week. And we're trying to get, guys reps during the week when they can get reps and when they're ready for that. So, like I said, hopefully with all the rehab and stuff we got, we'll get guys on the field. And, you just got to stay away from those season-ending deals. That's the key deal. So hopefully, we won't have any of those type injuries down the line. But we've already suffered enough of those for the year.
What about Ron Williams' progress and his performance Saturday, but also kind of where he is relative to where he was when he started?
Well, I think you see the flash of, what he's going to be and what the future holds for him. When he gets the ball in his hand, he's electric, and he is, continually growing his game. I think, learning protections and, things of how to play the game. And I think, he's just going to continue to get better and better. And we're going to find ways to give him the ball because he can make things happen. And he's a home run hitter, so he's right on pace with where, what kind of we thought he would be at this point in time in his career. And, like I said, he's got a lot of bright future in front of him. It's pretty neat to see him and Matt in the backfield the other night, and it kind of I think both of them played well to be freshmen.
And along the running back lines, I didn't see Pat Jackson. Was he hurt this past week?
Yeah, he's one of those injury bugs hit and hurt, and he's kind of a game time decision type guy, and we were able to play some other guys, and he didn't have to play. So it was one of those deals. We'll hopefully get him back this week.
Was he an ankle too?
Ankle too. Rash ankles for sure.
Hey, Yul, if you could talk about, we've talked to a lot of guys about how they had to play that spring season when you were recovering in the spring season. So what's it like for you to be back on the field?
Oh, it's great to be back on the field with my brothers. I love it. I told them all spring, I said, I can't wait to get back out there with y'all. But now that we back out there, we balling. Everything's going good.
For both Coach Cross and Yul, could you guys talk about Markelle Benton? He missed first half, ended up leading you guys in tackles, and he does seem to add something to the defense when he's out there.
Well, Markelle, you watch Markelle play. He plays with a lot of energy, and you love the way he plays the game because, he's going to play with great effort. He's going to get there and try to punish the runner, with the ball, and he just makes plays. So it was good to have him back in the lineup in the second half, and like I said, he's going to have a great season. He's playing really good football right now and playing disciplined football, and just being where he's supposed to be in the right gap and things. And like I said, he's violent when he gets there.
Well, I can say about Kel bring the juice to the defense. When Kel out there, you're going to know Kel out there. He's going to do something to bring the juice. Big hit, just screaming. He'll just walk out, just scream. Just anything to bring the juice, Kel going to do it.
Yul, could you talk about I know during the game you've got your own business, your own things you're worrying about, but could you talk about maybe what you noticed from the freshman quarterback, Matt Caldwell?
Determined. On that touchdown run, Matt wasn't letting nobody stop him from getting that end zone. I love it. And he was playing with a lot of confidence. For it to be his first time out there, you didn't see no nervousness, none of that in him. Played with a lot of confidence. He was determined. Got the job done.
John Annual, just 5 defensive touchdowns since the start of the 2020 season. What goes into that? What is it? Just luck meets hard work, or just, how does that work? Is it just talent?
Well, I mean, I think just opportunistic. I mean, I think when you play with great effort and you get there and you put your head on the ball, you kind of cause some turnovers, and I think that's what happened. It's a big turning point in the game. They go up 2 scores. We get there, we put our head on the ball, and pick up and run it all the way back, 104-yard touchdown. And J-Rocks was just dropping out and getting in the right spot, and he just throws it to him. So we're at the plus with a giveaway takeaway, and I go back to it all the time as the season moves on, but also at the end of the season, you got to be in the plus category with the giveaway takeaway. And we've been knock on wood, I don't like to talk about it too much, taking care of the football offensively, and defensively we've been at being able to cause them turnovers and create those turnovers and be productive once we get them too. So we got to continue doing those things for sure.
It's really just a standard on our defense. Even if y'all watch us at practice, we trying to punch the ball out, catch interceptions. Coach might say stay down, but we going up to get that ball. If it's in the air or it's on the ground, even if it's behind the line of scrimmage and we think it's a fumble, we're going to go pick it up and try to run it into the end zone. It's just a standard. We want the ball.
For both of y'all, the dynamic of playing a team right now in UT Martin that you've seen a lot over the course of the time in the OVC and then Kennesaw State next week, how important is it to kind of get off on the right foot, knowing that these are the kind of teams that you've seen before you get to the AQ part of the season?
Well, I mean, you know what UT Martin brings to the table. It's always going to be a good football game, whether we're playing up there or our place. And they're going to come ready to play. They're going to be prepared. They're going to play hard. They're never out of a game. I think Sanford goes up there, second game of the year, and they're up 17-0 on them in the first quarter, and Martin comes back and wins that game. So it's going to be a complete four-quarter game that you're going to have to fight. And we just got to hopefully get up to a good start and play 4 quarters and play well. But I think it's a very good football team coming in, and we got to be ready to play.
I'm excited about playing UT Martin because the past few years they had a good group of receivers, so I know they're going to give us their best, and we're going to give them our best. We're going to battle it out.
Coach Cross, could you talk some about the redshirt freshman tight end, Sean Brown? He seems to have won a job, and what is it about him that's allowed him to have this much success this early?
Well, I think he's playing really well. He's a talented guy, and he's kind of caught on the offense really good. And him and Jacob splitting time there and 11 personnel and playing 12. And Jacob's been beat up a little bit, but Sean has just really, done a good job, I think, of coming in and quickly learning the offense. And he's a physical guy, and he's just playing really well right now. He's still got to get some things, corrected. He's still, making those freshman mistakes every now and then, but overall he's playing really well. And the thing I like about him, he plays with great effort. He's physical, and a very knowledgeable guy.
Could you talk some about Yul? Every time I've been around him, he seems like a real fun guy. What do you see from him?
That's him. That's his personality. He loves the game. He loves playing the game. So you see the things you see on the field on Saturdays is what you see in practice every day. And Yul's just one of those guys that he's fun to coach because what you see is what you get. You're going to get the same thing every day. He's not a high-low guy. He's not going to come in and let outside distractions bother him, and he looks all sad one day, and the next day he's real happy. No. You're going to get the same Yul every day, and I've been around him a long time, and, you can't say that for everybody you've ever been around, and that's a pleasant characteristic that Yul has. But like I said, he brings a lot of energy to everything he does. It's just fun. He's played since he was a freshman, so it's fun to have seen him grow into the man he is. And I'm proud of him. He's out right now balancing football with doing his student teaching. He might as well be a full-time teacher right now. So he's in his internship, and he's teaching at these local schools and having to drive sometimes 30, 45 minutes to get to work every morning, and then come in that afternoon and practice football, and just kind of managing your classwork and all that stuff going on. Like I said, his maturity level is really, really good, and I don't know how he's balancing all he's balancing right now. But some people just don't realize what it takes, what these student athletes go through. But very proud of Yul and the things he does on and off the field.
Yul, what age group are you working with?
Right now, I just left Cleveland County High School. I was working with 6th through 8th grade. But tomorrow I start my intern at Lincoln Elementary School. I'll be doing like K through 5. And then I go to Jacksonville High School. I think I'll be teaching 7th grade health.
I can only imagine how much fun that must be for someone like you. Could you talk about what you get out of it?
Every time I go to the school, they were like, "Hey, Coach G, I seen you on TV. We came to the game." I told my 7th grade class that it was my last day, and they was like, no, we got to come to the game. I was like, y'all come on, just let me know when y'all coming. I'll put y'all on somebody's list.
Hey, John, just to clarify, Zarek's injury was an ankle?
No, it was not. It was a knee. So he's got a little MCL deal. Should be back from it. I'm not sure he'll be 100% this week. We just got to see how the week goes. But very fortunate. It's not worse than what it is. It was one of those things where it didn't look good when it happened for sure. But he's okay. And like I said, hopefully get him back to 100% here before too long.
Okay, this is for both of you guys. How big of a lift are those defensive touchdowns during a game?
I mean, huge. I mean, anytime you can score in other ways, whether it be defense or kicking game, I mean, that helps. Your percentage of winning that game goes way up. And anytime you have, two defensive scores in a game, it kind of takes your pressure off your offense. And, we kind of talked about that before the game. I told Matt in front of the whole team, that's kind of a pregame speech, that, everybody believes in him in the room, and everybody's got his back. And, getting those 2 scores defensively definitely helped. I think he guided the offense and moved the ball and, flipped the field a lot of times. But, we had to settle for field goals. We didn't finish drives and get touchdowns in those drives. We were lucky we were 2 for 3 on those field goals. And, like I said, the defense kind of helped, with the scoreboard. They put those 2 scores on the board, which was, definitely the difference in the game.
Well, like I said before, it's just a standard on defense. Like I was talking about Markelle and Stavante Tullis, Nicario, we always come together and say we got to score touchdowns on defense in order to win the game. Not even just win the game, just to make the game just fun for us, because we don't get the ball a lot. So we want the ball in our hands so we can run long touchdowns. Like when Malik was running, you should have seen everybody on defense. We were so excited just running with him.
Yul made a great block on that return, too. So he got down there and kind of shielded the guy off and didn't hit the guy. A lot of younger guys may have had a clip on that play or something like that. But Yul, great effort to get back and kind of shield the guy and high screen the guy away from, because he had an angle. I'm not sure that he would have caught him, but Yul made sure he didn't catch him. So as a heads-up play on his part.
And again, for both of you, I know you recruit all over, but how much fun is it to see guys like Wiggins and Swain and Yul, guys who are local kids, from Oxford, Jacksonville, Birmingham, to just play well and make great plays for you?
Very rewarding. We got good football played, in this area, in the state, and we want to definitely fill our roster, with local guys, and I think that helps your fan base and everything. But there's good, rich talent right here, so we always going to recruit. These schools are right here by us for sure.
Well, I used to bring somebody in from Birmingham every year, but when COVID hit, I mean, we kind of laid low off it. But I know Coach Kilgore gonna come through. He gonna show me somebody. I'm gonna tell him yay or nay, or we need him. He loves speed though, so we looking for speed.
Coach, you.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Coach, you had mentioned, you guys didn't change up the playbook last week with Matt as quarterback. How are you guys feeling with him as, coming into this week? Is going to open up a little bit more. What's the plan with him?
Well, I mean, I believe, he can run the offense. I mean, it's not where you have to change a lot between, him and Coop of what they do differently. I mean, I think Matt can do the same type of stuff. So really, when Coop got hurt on Wednesday, we did not have to change the plan. We didn't have to go in there that night and wholesale change our plan that night, which was a good thing, and I think he a lot of times with the freshman guy going in, you come back and you would just, really, really narrow that game plan down to just a handful of plays that he's capable of functioning. But, we had enough confidence in him that he could go out there and run the game plan we had established for UNA, and he was able to do that. So, like I said, we didn't have to change it at all. And like I said, you got the whole playbook open with him. He's got legs enough to, extend plays and run the ball a little bit, and then he's got a great arm and, just decision making. I think it goes back to what Yul said a minute ago. He's got, I would call it, he's just got that savvy, and you saw that in fall camps. I think that's the reason our guys had a lot of confidence in him. He come in and clearly won the backup role, and just pushing to get playing time. So he's going to be a really good player, down the line. And you'd see. That's what I told him before the game too. I said, look, just cut out those freshman mistakes. Every scrimmage he might have one or two of those freshman mistakes that would have a great scrimmage outside of that. And I think that's what he was able to do the other night was, eliminate that freshman mistake. I thought he played very poised, was able to operate in the offense and take care of the football.
Coach and Yul, could you guys talk about the atmosphere on Saturday night, having 20,000, mostly JSU fans?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I was, like I said, I was a little bit worried about that during the day just because we had all the rain, and our folks showed up. And like I said, it was just a great atmosphere. It's what college football is all about. And I think our game day is that we have, great fans, and they don't just sit on their hands. They get into the game, and they're loud. It was, fun to see our student section, show up and show out. And, Southerners are always going to be great. And just, I think, it's just a lot of energy in the stadium, and it was a fun game to play in.
Oh yeah, it was definitely fun. I wish we could play every game at 7 o'clock. The day games, we had to get up early and everything, but the night games, we get to sleep in. Like we played at Florida State, I think we had breakfast, lunch, and kind of dinner or pregame. We was grubbing. We was eating.